Can you imagine a leader so bold they make a whole continent believe they can rewrite their future? Picture this. A 35-year-old president stares down global powers, says no to their easy money, and inspires his people to build their own destiny. Meanwhile, across Africa, police in Kenya hit the streets shouting, "Enough's enough," as their nation crumbles from the inside out. Today, I'm going to share the story of Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso's young leader who turned crisis into hope, contrasted with Kenya's breaking point in July 2025, where protests left at least 31 dead, according to Kenya's National Human Rights Commission. You'll uncover 3 leadership secrets that could spark your own dreams. But first, ask yourself, do you have the guts to believe in a big dream, even when the world says you'll fail? Let's jump into this journey right now. In just a few minutes, you'll see why Traoré's called the brother of the people, and why Kenya's spiraling into chaos as even cops turn against their government. Take a second. Who's a leader you've trusted to change everything? Why does Traoré inspire a continent while Kenya teeters on collapse? Let's dive in. What happens when even the police lose faith in their country? Let's imagine you're Jane, a police officer in Nairobi, Kenya. You've worked tirelessly to keep order, but in July 2025, your paychecks slashed, your benefits gone. Inflation's soaring past 20%. Food prices are through the roof, and you can't afford to feed your kids. In a moment of despair, Jane stands in Nairobi's streets, rips off her uniform, and shouts, "I'm not betraying my country. I'm done serving a system with no heart." Her words go viral on social media, waking up Kenya's middle class. Why? Because Kenya's drowning in crisis. Between 2021 and 2024, the government borrowed over $9 billion from the IMF, but their harsh terms cut public spending, hiked taxes, pushed cops, teachers, and nurses to the edge, per Reuters. People formed financial justice commissions demanding answers. Where's the loan money going? Why are we still broke? Protests on July 7, 2025, marking 35 years since Kenya's Saba democracy push exploded when police killed at least 11, per Al Jazeera. President William Ruto ordered cops to shoot protesters' legs, calling them terrorists, but that only fanned the flames of anger. Over in Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, a 35-year-old president, faced similar pressures but chose a different path. Instead of taking IMF loans with strings attached, he said, "No thanks." The world called him reckless. Western headlines warned Burkina Faso would collapse. But Traoré held a national forum inviting village chiefs, students, women, traders to sit down and talk. If you were president, what would you cut to keep food on tables and kids in school? He asked. He didn't bark orders. He listened. The result, people took action. Farmers donated land, youth fixed schools, communities guarded power stations. Traoré didn't promise cash. He promised trust, and his people believed him. I believe leadership isn't about power. It's about making folks feel like they're part of something bigger. Ever felt a system turn its back on you like Jane in Kenya? Take a second to think about it. How did Traoré turn crisis into opportunity? Let's find out. How does a young leader make a whole continent believe in themselves? When global organizations cut funding to Burkina Faso's universities, claiming their programs weren't up to international standards, Traoré didn't beg. He urged students and teachers to turn education into a weapon of freedom. At Ouagadougou University, older students started teaching younger ones for free, building engineering programs from scratch, no imported textbooks needed. In Kudugu, farmers opened weekend classes teaching kids to grow crops using real-world know-how from their fields. At an education fair in Kaya Traoré showed up no bodyguards, no big stage, just sitting on a wooden chair, listening to mothers share their kids' dreams. "We don't need their money. We've got our own knowledge," he said. Those words lit a fire spreading from village to village, city to city, like a spark in dry grass. Meet Aisha, a 12-year-old girl in a tiny Burkina Faso village. Every night she studied by candlelight, reading worn-out books about the stars, dreaming of becoming an astronaut. When Traoré's community projects brought electricity to her village, Aisha didn't just get light, she got hope. She started sketching planets on scraps of paper, whispering names like Orion and Cassiopeia, believing she'd reach Mars one day. Aisha's dream isn't just hers. It's a symbol for millions of African kids given a chance to dream bigger because of Traoré. In Kenya, it's a different story. The government followed IMF rules, slashing salaries, raising taxes without asking the people. The result? Not just citizens, but cops. Like Jane, protested feeling betrayed. Students started forums asking if Burkina Faso can teach itself, why are we waiting for foreign scholarships? But without a leader like Traoré, those questions lack answers. Protests, though fierce, risk turning into chaos without a clear vision. Ever believed in a dream so big, it felt impossible, like Aisha's? Share that spark in your mind. How did Traoré turn trust into action across a continent? Let's dive deeper. Can education be a nation's most powerful weapon? When the West piled economic pressure on Burkina Faso, Traoré turned the tables. He didn't just say no to the IMF, he sparked a movement where knowledge became power. At Ouagadougou University, students built tech programs from the ground up, no foreign aid needed. Farmers in Kudugu became teachers, showing kids how to farm smarter, using lessons from their own fields. This wasn't government-funded. It was people-powered, driven by a belief that their knowledge was enough. Meet Chidi, a 30-year-old Nigerian farmer who never set foot in a college. With just an old phone and spotty cafe Wi-Fi, he taught himself to code, piecing together tutorials late at night. Chidi built an app that lets farmers sell crops directly to buyers, cutting out middlemen, boosting income for thousands of rural families in Nigeria. He didn't wait for a scholarship or handout. He acted embodying the same fire Traoré ignited. Don't wait for rescue. Build your own path. In Kenya, the idea of education as resistance is just starting to spark. Students hold forums questioning, why do we rely on foreign loans and scholarships? But without a leader like Traoré to channel that energy, the anger risks burning out. Nairobi's protests, fueled by thousands, turned deadly, with President Ruto's orders inflaming tensions, per The Guardian. Ever taught yourself something to change your life like Chidi did? Take a moment to reflect. How did Traoré and Aisha inspire the world? Let's see. Can one big dream change the world? Traoré's story proves trust can do just that. In Burkina Faso, he turned crisis into opportunity, inspiring millions to believe in their own power. Kenya's still grappling with distrust, with police and citizens alike fed up, and protests costing at least 31 lives per CNN. But even in Kenya, a spark's igniting people are organizing, questioning, believing they deserve better. Aisha, the 12-year-old dreaming of Mars, is the heart of this hope. Under the new light from Traoré's projects, She sketches planets, whispering star names, certain she'll reach them. Her dream, like Traoré's vision, shows us no limits too big if you dare to believe. I believe true leadership isn't standing above people giving orders. It's standing with them, listening, making them believe in themselves. Here's what Traoré teaches us. First, self-respect is your greatest strength. He said no to the IMF, proving Burkina Faso's worth. Believe in your value, no matter who doubts you. Second, equal partnership builds the future. Traoré listened to his people, built with them. Find folks who respect you and create something great together. Third, big dreams change everything. Traoré's vision wasn't just for Burkina Faso, it was for all of Africa, for every Aisha out there. Dream big and you'll inspire the world. Take a moment. What's your dream? What's holding you back? Fear, money, doubters, or your own voice saying, "It's too hard." Think of Aisha, studying by candlelight, dreaming of Mars. If she can dare so, can you? What's one step you'll take today to make your dream real? A small move like Aisha sketching stars, like Traoré, listening to his people, can change it all. Share your dream in the comments. It could inspire millions. Hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more stories like this. Where will Aisha's dream take her next? Don't miss our next video. It's gonna be epic. Thanks for watching, and let's keep spreading the vibe of dreaming big and never giving up.